Online surveys are probably one of the most boring, pointless, and useless ways to make money online nowadays, and I have done them for YouTube videos not once, but twice at this point, and those videos pretty much prove that there is no point in doing online surveys. But in this video, I have $500 in cold hard cash in my hands, and I am going to be giving it to one of my friends who is able to do online surveys for the longest period of time. So with that being said, guys, let's meet the contestants.
My name is David Stang, and I'm here to take that bread.
My name is Ethan, and I'm finna get this money.
My name is Kyle, and I'm here to win.
Now that we have met the contestants for this challenge, let's go over some of the rules. Rule number 1, after every hour this challenge goes by, one contestant will be automatically eliminated. The person who earns the least amount of money doing surveys online after every hour this challenge goes by is out of the challenge. Rule number 2 for this challenge is for every 30 minutes it goes by, each of the contestants have to spin what I like to call the Wheel of Fortune. And basically the Wheel of Fortune has a bunch of good prizes and bad prizes. Some of the good prizes include $20 cash, and some of the bad prizes are getting sprayed in the face with a garden hose. And now for rule number 3 of this challenge, well, there isn't one because doing surveys online is pretty self-explanatory. So on that note, people, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so at the count of 5, you guys are all going to start doing your online surveys. So I'm gonna count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You may begin. Let's go. Let's start the race. And whoever makes the most money with online surveys by the end of this challenge win. Over the next 5 minutes of the challenge, my friends Kyle, Ethan, and David began doing online surveys like it was their God-given right. And because they seem to be experiencing some very interesting struggles, I decided to check in and see how they were doing. Alright guys, so the contestants have been working hard doing surveys for about 5 minutes at this point. So we're gonna do a little check-in and see how they're doing. So David, how have your survey going experience been?
Dude, it's asking me if I play Italian soccer, and it just asked me to go to about 2 seconds ago, so we're off to a good start.
What about you, Ethan?
I'm just looking at Amazon right now. It wants me to buy some stuff.
Yeah?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not against the rules. Whatever gets you the most money in surveys.
Hey, we got our wallet here. We're ready to roll.
Yeah, so if push comes to
get
shove and you might have to buy something from Amazon or eBay, you know, might have to happen. What about you, Kyle? How are you doing?
I've been kicked out of every survey.
This has been a big issue when I used to do online surveys for YouTube videos. It would literally make me answer like 100 questions in a survey, and then at the end it would kick you out and say you're not qualified. So that was always very annoying. But guys, keep going, keep working hard, because in 25 minutes we have a little surprise for you. 25 strenuous minutes later. Alright guys, so it has officially been about 30 minutes since the contestants started doing online surveys, and well, we are going to take a little 30-minute intermission by having them all spin the wheel to either get a good prize that will help them win this challenge, or a bad prize that will probably discourage them from continuing their hard work doing online surveys. So which one of you guys wants to go first?
I'll go first.
David, alright, go ahead and spin.
I'll do it.
You better get hosed.
Give them the hose.
Safe.
Okay.
That means
Alright,
nothing
alright.
happens. You're safe, David. Kyle, go ahead. Your turn. One hand. So that means you have to do surveys with one hand for the rest of this challenge.
Oh.
Now, Ethan, your turn.
Gotta make sure it's flat.
It's not bad, actually.
You gonna try to?
Oh, come
$20!
on!
Let's go!
So here you go. Here's your $20 that you win.
Awesome.
So that's a little bonus.
Oh.
Let's go.
Now that we've paid the contestants some money, we are going to get them back to work, and they're going to keep doing some online surveys. After the short and sweet Wheel of Fortune activity, my friends went right back to work when suddenly Ethan tried to negotiate a deal with Kyle.
Kyle, I'll give you $20 to walk away right now.
Whoa. What's Ethan got?
I'll give you $20 to walk away right now.
$20 is nothing.
Putting your Wheel of Fortune money at stake.
$20, Kyle.
200.
Come on, Kyle. That's more than you'll
That's
ever
not
win.
even any of the winnings. That's just you got lucky on.
I'll give you $30 right now.
Following Ethan's failure to strike an agreement with his coworkers, I decided to sneak off into a special undisclosed location to update the Wheel of Fortune with some new, more challenging prizes. We've just snuck off to a secret location known as the Financial Wolf Studio. You might recognize this place, and it's time to change up the stuff on the wheel to make it a little bit harder for the contestants to continue this challenge, because I feel like we've been a little bit too easy on them. After successfully updating the wheel, alright guys, so we just finished updating the Wheel of Fortune, and I only replaced 2 slots. I replaced the free space with duct tape, where we basically duct tape your hands to make it harder to do surveys, and I also replaced the punishment where you do surveys with one hand with drinking salt water or gargling salt water, whatever they decide to do. And yeah, I think the wheel is much harder now, and it's gonna be more difficult for the contestants to continue this challenge. At the 1 hour checkpoint, it has officially been 1 hour since we started this survey taking challenge, and it is now time to unfortunately eliminate one of the contestants. So we're gonna go through, see how much money they've made from surveys so far, and whoever makes the least amount is out of this challenge. So we're gonna start with David. How much money have you earned from surveys so far?
I have earned $3.17.
$3.17 in 1 hour? That's not too good of a wage. Let's go to Ethan. How much have you earned?
$1.62.
$1.62. And now, Kyle, what are you at?
$2.53.
I'm sorry,
You got
Ethan.
it.
I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
Let me flip the thing.
You're out of the
Fuck.
challenge. But before we eliminate
Gonna be
Ethan
mad
and
now.
continue this challenge, we are going to have everyone spin the wheel. And if Ethan gets hosed before he leaves, then that probably won't be very good. But everyone's going to spin the wheel, and hopefully they win a prize. For the second wheel spin, we are going to have Ethan start things off since he was eliminated from this challenge. So go ahead, Ethan. Hopefully you don't get hosed. So at least you left the challenge with another 20 bucks in your pocket.
I will take it.
Now, David, your turn. Let's see what you get. Duct tape.
What is that? What does that mean?
So basically, your hands right here get duct taped, and it's going to be harder for you to do surveys through the rest of this challenge. Okay, Kyle, your turn. Go ahead.
Let's go!
All right, here you go,
Let's
Kyle.
go.
$20 in your pocket. And let's continue with the challenge. Before Kyle and David go head-to-head with the rest of this challenge, we have to go ahead and give him his punishment from the Wheel of Fortune. So Ethan is going to do the honors and duct tape his hands together to make his survey doing experience less enjoyable.
Alright, how's that?
What am I supposed to do with that?
You can move your thumbs, it's all you need.
Wow, man, it looks great. After David's hands were brutally duct taped, a dispute occurred between the 2 remaining contestants that prevented the challenge from continuing. Before we can continue with this final round of the survey taking challenge, there is a little bit of a dispute between Kyle and David. Kyle thinks that the points should be wiped clear for this final round, and it can be any person's game. While David thinks the points should be cumulative.
What would MrBeast do? That's all I gotta say.
MrBeast would not do that.
Yes, he would. If MrBeast was here, he'd say that we have to do it based on all points.
interesting.
As you can tell, there is a lot of arguing going on, so
I will determine.
no, that is not happening. I am going to flip a coin. If it lands on heads, the points are cumulative, like David wants. And if it lands on tails, it wipes clean for a new round. So guys, with that being said, I'm going to flip a coin. And it is... Yes! It is cumulative, so David got what he wanted. And it's going to be more difficult for Kyle to catch up on this challenge and get a chance at winning. The next 30 minutes raced by faster than Lightning McQueen did in Cars 2, and it was time for another wheel spin. Another 30 minutes have gone by in the final round of this challenge, and we're going to have all of the contestants spin the wheel once again. And because Ethan here wants to stay at my house even after he got disqualified, I'm going to let him spin the wheel. All right, Kyle, you can go ahead and get started.
Duct tape. Give him the hose.
Give me
Give
the
him the hose.
Before we go ahead and spray Kyle with the hose, we're going to have Ethan and David spin next. So we're going to start off with Ethan. Pick opponent fate so you can give David or Kyle another whatever you want.
Could I pick to give someone $20?
You can.
Give me $20.
Dave, $20.
Okay.
Let's go.
David gets $20. I'm gonna go ahead and Venmo him because I ran out of cash other than the $500. But David, you get $20. David, you can go ahead and spin. Duct tape. He got duct tape for that.
What are you gonna
And
duct tape
because
now?
his hands are already duct taped, we're
tape
gonna
his
go ahead and
mouth.
do his knees. The process of viciously duct taping David for the second time went quite smoothly, and afterwards it was time to walk over to my front yard and spray Kyle with the garden hose. We are now in my front yard, and it is time to give Kyle his punishment from the Wheel of Fortune. And well, there are a couple settings we could shoot Kyle with on the hose, but I decided to go with the worst one, which is jet. So Kyle, go ahead and stand right here while I spray you.
Bro, dude, that's so much.
Looking good, man. Now
I
you're
don't
nice
think
and
that's
wet for the
enough.
rest of this challenge. Now that we've done the last round of Wheel of Fortune, it is time to do the last 30 minutes of this survey challenge before we decide who wins themselves a fat $500. Okay, guys, you may begin doing surveys once again in 3, 2, 1. Go, and I wish you all the best of luck. As the survey grind continued, I heard some very interesting words of wisdom from the challenge's first eliminee, Ethan.
I mean, the wheel doesn't lie. I probably should have been the true winner, but the survey monkey, whatever app that is, it wasn't working for me. I mean, the wheel was kind to me. I got to choose a fate. I gave $20 to my buddy over there,
Yeah,
D-Swag,
appreciate it, dog.
and I won
Appreciate
$40.
it.
And Kyle, he got the hose. That's a great day for everyone.
Yeah, who wouldn't want the hose? It was good entertainment for the video, and it was good entertainment for us.
Shut up.
Come on, Kyle, don't be such a Debbie Downer.
Kyle's an angry little man.
After my boy Ethan gave us his case as to why he was the true winner of the challenge, the 30-minute timer ran out, and it was time to announce who won 500 bones. Guys, it has finally come to an end. Nearly 2 hours later, this survey taking challenge is over, and we are going to see who has come out with the most money. So, Kyle, you go first. How much have you earned? $2.88. Wow, not a big improvement. What about you, David?
365.
Hey, let's go, David! You win the $500 to finish this challenge off. You worked hard for this, man.
That bread, baby.
Yes, sir. David, what are your words? How do you feel?
You know what? It's a good day, you know. A lot of tears were shed, but at the end, came out victorious. I said it from the beginning. I said I'd take that bread. You know what I did? I took that bread and I'm running.
Very inspirational,
So,
man. Wow, guys, what a day. After 2 hours of doing online surveys, my friend David came out with $500 cash. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like and also be sure to share it with a friend because this video needs at least 60,000 views for me to break even on this project. So please watch this video and share it with a friend. With that all being said, guys, thank you so much for watching and peace